and salutations, Sparky here with another repair video, repair log, whatever you want to call it. Waste of time, as my wife would say. Bless her heart. Yeah. We have ourselves a 1988-89 Atari Assault. Cool. So I picked this up in a trade. The game works, turns on, screen's okay. Monitor image needs adjustment. We'll get to that later. Controls are pretty much screwed up. What I've noticed, or what I've been told about the history, is as you can see, this machine was painted with like a Stone Effects paint, which I think it looks alright. You know, got a few scratches there. You can see the gray original finish under. So the side art is essentially gone. So is the demolding. But apparently not the previous owner, not the one before that, but the one before that, even painted the control panel. This little here, regardless. So what happened, somebody at one point decided, hey, I don't like this hammer paint or Stone Effects paint on the control panel, so they used the paint stripper on it. Problem with that is that the paint stripper went inside the joysticks and affected all the mechanisms and everything. So our main purpose of this video is going to be to take these apart, see what I can do with them. And this one, like, you have to really, the right side, have to give it a good hard shot for it to move. So I suspect there's a bushing that's kind of worn down in there. I think one or two switches work. I tried it out. Sometimes it moves forward from the left track. You know, essentially it's supposed to be left track with the left joystick, of course. Forward and reverse with the right. You split them apart and you pop a wheelie with a tank. Why not? And if you pull them both back, well, it goes backwards and forwards, and you can turn around. It's a typical tank controls. But like, you can barely play right now. The triggers do work. I did test them. So I'm not going to focus on the aesthetics in this video. I just want the game to get fully working, and we'll go from there. That's really the main purpose. I mean, if your controls are screwed up, what's the use, you know? And yeah, so let's get cracking, and we'll see what's up with this, and go from there. Let's do it. Alright, so here we have the joysticks. Now I know somebody's already tampered with this, because this plate, as you can tell, you see the marks of the bushing. This little bracket under, well, it should have been this way. So it's been flipped over at some point, and somebody put these morettes in place to kind of, anyways, get it going. So what we're going to do here, what I said, like these joysticks don't respond very well, and this one actually stayed stuck more often than not. So I've removed these through bolts here, which are these bolts here, which are from the bottom, well, from the top, I guess, in this case. I've removed them. This is a kind of a guide bushing here to make sure that it's a four-way joystick. And here's problem number one. Now, this plastic bushing is there to make sure that the switches are triggered. Somebody put this gunk in there. It feels like a tar, like a crappy silicone. It's really sticky and gunky. And if you look closely, the switches are all gummed with them. I'll trip this switch here. I just pressed it and it hasn't gone back. And there, it just clicked right back off. So we're going to replace these micro switches with new ones. I'm going to remove this gunky, jeez. Yeah. I think this stems from the fact that the cabinet had been painted with this like stone paint, and the control panel had been painted with this stuff too, and whoever stripped it used this stuff to strip all the paint off the top, and it kind of seeped in everywhere. And if I lift this part here, here we go. So here's the like the rotating bushing, and it is also gummed up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean all this up and we'll grease it with Teflon grease. It won't dry up or anything, and then reassemble everything, and this should be good to go. With new micro switches. Yeah, this is gonna be like brand new. And if this bushing needs a rubber around it, I'm gonna try to put like a flipper rubber for a pinball machine, which should you know, limit the travel and still trip the switches without necessarily like be gummy or anything. All right, day 2. Joysticks are done. As you can see, I now have replaced the switches, put in a flipper rubber where that black gummy crap used to be, cleaned all this, cleaned the pivots, I cleaned inside the shaft and the return spring, tightened up the switches. I spent about an hour and a half on each joystick making sure it was okay. So we're going to try it out. So let's see. Offhand, this one feels good. This one, the return spring's so-so, but I mean that would necessitate replacing parts inside. It might loosen up with time of it as we go, but centering pin is okay. All right, let's try it out. Well, trigger button works. So we go up, we go down. That works. That works. Let's try the wheelie. Yeah. So both joysticks side to side. See, this one sticks a bit. But otherwise, triggers both work. The game is playable. Cool. Nice. Alright. So to make this game top notch, I would have to sand down the sides and put in new side art. Yeah. Maybe new control panel overlay, but this one is actually pretty decent. It's dirty, but it's alright. And new T-molding is somebody put like this furniture grade melamine little edging on it, and actually spent some time doing this. See here. Anyways, hey, who cares? We have ourselves a functioning Assault. Just got to adjust the monitor a bit, but hey, it works. As you can see, the colors are a bit flickering here. It tends to flick. Let's see, do the jump. Nice. Alright. So, I'm gonna go play. Catch you guys later. Update from 30 seconds later. I decided to fiddle around with the monitor a bit. No more distortion in the corner. Colors are good. You can see the reds, the blues, the greens are nice. So we're good. I'll maybe add a bit of blue there, but otherwise she's good.